Good morning, biology students. I hope your extended weekend was relaxing, and I hope yesterday you learned quite a bit about the immune system. The focus was to figure out and list several ways that the immune system is able to fight disease, and then also explain the relationship between antigens and antibodies. And we're going to use that background knowledge today to figure out how this concept of herd immunity works. So your videos today are listed on the biology website. So take a peek here at the agenda and make sure that you go through and answer the 10 questions on the immune system and vaccination video Google form. So that's your assignment for today. If you have some time, also start studying for the test that's coming up on Thursday. Tomorrow's focus will be all about studying for the chapter 20 and 35 test. I wanted to show you a few things about this form I'd like you to fill out. Actually, it's a Google Doc. I'd like you to fill out for Wednesday. And that's also something that you will be turning in. But realistically, it's a really helpful study tool. I guess as long as we're on this page, let's take a quick peek at the rest of the week. So an extremely important detail is the exam is offered between 11 and 1 p.m. So we're going to open it at 11. So you should start it by noon in order to make sure that you finish that test. If that is not going to work for your schedule, please make sure you reach out to me in advance via email, and we can work through separate situations because I know things happen, but we really need to make sure that we take care of that in advance. And then I want you to focus your time and energy on studying for the test. So I will post our Friday agenda Thursday afternoon after we take that exam. So I wanted to show you what's going on for tomorrow. The self-assessment check-in is a chart that looks like this. Oh, give me a sec here. I'll switch you over. This chart here has 3 columns. So check out the directions. On the left, it said reference the learning guide for chapter 20 and 35. And then not only read the main learning target, but also read those letters that are bulleted underneath those. So switch over one more time. Take a quick peek at the learning guide and review how this is set up. So what I'm talking about in terms of reading through the bulleted letters, that's what these are. So we can see the first learning target is explaining the basic structure of a virus and explaining how they can affect cells. And then please also read through each one of these letters for each learning target. So let's just look at the first learning target. As you read through these, I would like you to think about your level of understanding for each one of those. And it's just in general. So now when I go back and I take a look at what I'm going to do in the middle column, I'm going to use this scale. So a scale of 1 through 4. 1, I don't understand any of this stuff. A 4 is I understand this topic well, and I could explain it to a friend. A friend called me up and said, I'm really struggling with the first learning target. You've got that. You can explain that in addition to those bulleted letters underneath. So give yourself a number rating in the middle. And if you choose a 3, I have 1 or 2 questions, or a 2, I have many questions. Be thinking about what are those questions. So let's say there's a 3, because when I go back to this list, I'm thinking about a few things that I'm just not very clear about, perhaps with the lytic cycle. Maybe we're still working on how vaccines are used to prevent some viral infections. We're really watching videos about that today. So if that's the case, here's what I'm encouraging you to do. When we go back to that chart, think about the things that you are still struggling with and thinking through, and answer those. Okay. So let's say that my main focus is going to be, I really want to focus on vaccinations. That's something I'm really curious about. So that's 1. Got to check my list again. That's 1C. So that's how I'm going to start this. And I'm having some questions. So I'm going to need to go back and either rewatch those videos, take a look at my notes again, Maybe go back into the textbook and read through that a little bit more. So that's the whole point of this assignment, is to give you a structure to help you study effectively. And you don't have to limit it to one concept here. I know that many students have been using the learning guide and studying with that since the first trimester they were in biology, and it is so effective. If you've already been doing that, then you can feel free to take a picture of the work that you've been doing or copy and paste your work into this document. So as I scroll down, you can see that I've listed each one of those learning targets. Would like you to give yourself a rating out of 4, and then go through and demonstrate your understanding. So even if you're at a 4 here, choose one of those bulleted letters and demonstrate your understanding there. Notice I have a lot of space here. So please make sure you thoroughly explain yourself. If you want to do more than one letter, please feel free to do that. So if you have questions, please make sure you're reaching out. Please make sure you're being very timely, and most of you are with your assignments. Remember that there's a hard 2-day deadline after each assignment is due. And then when we get to the test on Thursday is our test day. So I look forward to answering any questions that you have. Per usual, reach out via Google Classroom or email, and I hope you have a great day.